Hi everybody, good to see you again. Always nice to see you. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to show you how to make a lollipop. Oh, isn't this cute? Check it out. Nice colors. And smiley face. Oh, it's even cuter. And what's more, you can use it as a gift box. Open it up here. Put your gift inside there. Then you put the lid back on, and then you go like this, you know, and then, oh, here's your gift, and put it back on. Okay, now, if you want to make this one, this is what you'll need. A toilet roll! Actually, there's two of them. See, find two toilet rolls that somehow fit within each other a bit tight, as in a nice tight fit. That's what you need. And you will need a little piece of cardboard, a stick, a lollipop stick of some sort, some glue, tape, brushes, some paints, relevant paints, colors, a cutting knife, a pencil or a marker or both, ruler is always handy, and a little piece of sandpaper. Okay, well, I think we are ready to go. Okay, come on closer. We'll start with the two toilet rolls, painting them white both on the outside and the inside. That'll make them stronger and more suitable for cutting. When you've done that and they're totally dry, you cut these two little fellas. The tallest one is about 3.5 or 3.7 cm. That's up to you, of course, how big you make them, but mine was about 3.7. And the smaller one that goes inside is a tiny bit shorter, so that it can disappear into the other one. Can you see that? It disappeared totally into this one. So not much, but just a tiny bit shorter, if you can see this, the difference there. Okay, now when you have those, you bring out your little piece of cardboard, and you make one circle for each. So one here, and one here, like that. Then you cut them out so they look like this. So we take our glue and we glue them on. So the big one on the biggest one on the biggest one, like this. Doesn't matter which end you put it because they're both equal. And then the other one, like that. Stick it on, and then get a brush out, and you see the glue, there's some glue inside on the edges there. That's not so good. Let's take that away. So you just wipe that off with a brush. Remember to wash your brush afterwards so that, you know, it doesn't become full of hard glue. There. Now we let them dry, and when they are dry, we just take a bit of white paint and then, you know, paint this up so that everything is white, and they will end up like this. Actually, I realized that I forgot to paint them inside now. Doesn't matter. Outside is the most important. So what you have now is two little cylinders that fit into each other like this. See? Like that. Uh-oh, I can't get it out now. Come to daddy. Okay, so here we go. So you got those. And that's our starting point. Now we stick on the lollipop stick. So the lollipop stick goes into the smallest one. So take your pencil and make a mark in the middle, right in the middle, about there. And then you need something sharp. You can use like a small screwdriver or some pointy instrument, like a compass or a nail or something. And then slowly, you start to drill a little hole here. Don't rush it. Just poke a little hole. Not too big, not too big. There. When you have the hole, put glue on both sides. So a nice dollop of glue here as well as inside here. Then we take our stick and we press it through really gently. Wipe off the extra glue. It should stick in about that much, roughly. Now we let this dry over here. In the meantime, I got one that is totally dry over here. Look at that. I even painted it a bit white inside. See, that's what it should look like before we start painting. In fact, I forgot one thing. We need to make the window for the little cute face on the big one. We don't make the window here, we make it on the big one without the stick. So we put it over here. We just draw here a circle, or an oval shape rather, about this big. You can choose how big you like it, but for me I think this is just the right size. Then I take my marker just to make sure it's easier for you to see. That's how big I think your window should be for the face. Okay, then we're gonna cut that out. And for that I will use my magic toilet roll tool that I have cut open here. I folded a bit so that it goes inside here. Didn't need to fold it actually. It goes inside there. That is to give a little bit of support when I start cutting. Following the line around. Be patient, don't rush it, work safely or get help for the cutting if you need to. And there we go. Okay, now to make this hole and the edges especially nicer and smoother and rounder, I'll use my sandpaper here. I can sort of roll it up a bit like this, so I get it inside, and then I go, and on the outside, inside. So now let's, fits perfectly. Then we need to open the mouth on the face inside. I choose about here, and then I draw a line. This is the mouth. I draw a little straight line here. Let me do it with a marker so it's easier for you to see. Straight across there. Then the eyes, they will be around here. And then I cut it open. Then I push the mouth open and I squeeze a little bit on the side just so that I can open the mouth. There, that's enough. And now we are ready to paint. So I'm going to start with purple. I've just put a bit of pinky purple and a bit of white to bring out the brightness, and then we paint the one with the window on the inside and the outside. So inside first and then the outside. Now when you've finished painting the whole thing, it needs to dry, and then you put on a second coat to make it really bright and solid, and you will end up with this. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. Now let's do the other one. Bright yellow. Same thing, you do the inside first. Go carefully around the slit for the mouth and the outside. And on the edges as well. And the underside. But be careful so you don't paint the sticks. So just paint carefully next to the stick like this. And when you're done, it will look like this. Now it's time to bring out our finest little brushes. I bring back the purple paint and we paint in the face. Okay, so we start with the mouth here, inside the mouth. Careful, careful. There, and then the eyes. Smiley eyes. You probably want to do that twice as well. Let it dry, and then you double check the paint to see if everything is covered and looking nice and solid. Then the inside, then I switch to a bigger brush, and then I do little spots. This is just for fun, to make the inside look extra fun, so that when you put your gift inside and you surprise your friend, it's just really, really funny. So even on the sides here, I put little circles. Make as many as you like, or as big or as small as you like. There. Okay, now leave this to dry, and then we do the same thing on the outside of the big tube. Now, after a while, you may see that there's nowhere to hold your fingers because there's paint everywhere. That's when you want to put it down, let it dry before you finish it up. So I'm gonna now leave this for a few minutes to dry. Now, when it's dry, you finish up all the yellow spots and then you bring out your white paint. Because if you look at this one, you will see that there is a bit of white here, little spots of white on the yellow. That creates that extra shine, you know, that sort of really brings out the shiny surface of the lolly. So you take your fine brush again and do a little dab of white kind of on the side or in the middle of each yellow spot. See, now that's like a highlight that really brings out the shiny surface of the lolly. So you go through the whole thing like this, and when that's dry, you can add a layer of lacquer. Can you see that this one looks a bit matte and this one looks very shiny? It's because I have lacquered it. I got a bit of lacquer here, so let me show you how I apply it. You need a really clean brush, a brush that doesn't have any paint on it from before, and then you just gently add it like this, just like painting. Make sure you spread it evenly, like this. And it's a bit milky at first, but then when it dries, it becomes really transparent and nice and glossy. So then your lolly gift box will last for a really long time. Now the hardest thing is to resist the temptation to lick it.